Hello, everybody. I am just quickly pulling up the trophy guide for these last few things we got to do. Alright. Hey, Goran. Now, I'm not going to make any promises that this stream is even going to function correctly, because as I have talked about previously, this computer is unfortunately in its final weeks probably of actually functioning beyond opening up and maybe being able to type 5 words in a Word document or something. It's kind of in a bad place, kind of near the end of its time of service, sadly. It's been struggling a lot recently, so I'm not making any guarantees that the stream functions particularly well today, but I've most likely picked out the new computer I'm going to get. So hopefully by next week we'll be, using that. Hey, Robbie. But honestly, this thing lasted a lot longer than I ever would have expected. 7.5 years at this point. Kind of insane for a laptop in the modern day when they're meant to, stop working after a fairly short amount of time, it seems like. Okay, so we have 3 trophies left, and I think we can get them all in Dynasty mode. So what we're going to do, we need to make it to the playoff, win the national championship, and we need to win the Heisman. I don't want the game to be the easiest, completely, ridiculously easy to the point of being boring. Ooh, nope, don't want that. So I'm going to up all of their stats a little bit so this is at least slightly interesting. Yep. Meter's already on the struggle. So let's hope everything actually works for a while tonight. And we'll just put these at 20-ish. And their field goal stuff is still doing reasonably well, so that's good. And if I start struggling somehow, obviously, we will change that. This one will be called R, because why not? Anyway. Oh, no, not that button. So, we are going to jump into the Dynasty mode, where we will build our career as a coach.
Welcome to Dynasty mode.
Single player.
It's time to select your rosters. Choose to use the
default roster.
Recommended rosters. Now it's time to customize your Dynasty experience.
Alright, so we gotta set this up here.
With unique rules and
so what kind of settings do we want? Have I made any LEGO progress? No, not this week. We apparently want to turn injury off. Because that's going to be a problem if we don't. Apparently, we want to have accelerated clock off, and the quarter length to 2 minutes, apparently, is the settings that we want. We don't really need custom conferences for this. Working on Secret Agent Clank for the PS4. We'll do the PS5 one after. It's been fun. That's good.
Pay attention to each team's prestige.
All right, gonna play as Clemson, of course.
Choose where to start your journey as a coach. Here, you'll choose to create a coach of your own or use an existing one.
Oh, okay. So I guess we're just gonna, you know what? I'm gonna use whatever we already have. I don't see us struggling that much with this, but we will see. That is also not Dabo Sweeney, so that makes plenty of sense. Hi, Koji. Got Sly 2's Platinum. Nice, nice. Need to get back to The Last of Us. Haven't played in a few days on Chapter 4. Okay, so we need... do whatever this
Welcome
is.
to the all-new recruiting system in EA Sports College Football 25. Follows a three-stage
Sure,
recruiting
why
process.
not?
Stage 1, add a player to your recruiting board.
Oh, wait, are
You
they...
can
yeah,
select
we'll
actions
put him
to
on,
gain
why not?
intel
I
on
literally
what
have no
they
idea what I'm
value
doing
when it
here.
comes to committing to a school. Selecting actions also helps to get on a recruit's
Yeah, I
radar.
legitimately have
And move you into
no
their
idea
top
what we're
schools.
doing with
Once you're in a
this, because
recruit's
I've never
top
done this
5,
before.
stage 2
So I'm just
commences,
going to randomly
allowing
select a
you
few
to pitch
people and
to
see
a
what
player on
happens.
the things your school does well that they value. If you're having trouble finding...
Alright, exit the recruiting portal. I'm not all that interested in the recruiting. So you can just sim your way through? That's interesting. Alright, let's go to next week. I'm ready to play a little bit. I want to play a little bit at least. Okay, whatever any of that means. All the opposition is weak enough that I'm not too worried. The Seminoles and the Yellow Jackets are opening up play in Dublin. Ooh, that sounds fun. Never been to England. Go back and finish the PS3 version. Okay, cool. I don't really think it's going to matter because I think we're just going to, like, win most of our games. Oh yeah, that's right. We open the season against Georgia. I forgot about that. We opened the season against Georgia. And we got our asses handed to us. This should be a fun time. It should also be stated that I did get that one multiplayer trophy done. I was able to boost it. It was annoying, but I was able to boost it. Alright. How badly can this possibly go? Yep, this is going to go real well. I admit I've gotten at least a little bit better at actually playing. I very nearly won a online match as a Tier 4 team against a Tier 1 team. I very nearly pulled that out. So I've gotten slightly better.
This is why these guys came to these schools to play in games like this. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country.
Okay. Yeah, this was a very painful first night this past year. So let's see if we can get some revenge. Now the good thing is, Clemson was really lucky this last year in that we had a really easy schedule. Like, we got most of the easier ACC teams. We didn't have Miami or SMU in the regular season. I've got it set to 2-minute quarters just so it goes faster. I would have liked to have started the second half with the ball, but that's okay.
They'll return it from inside the 5.
Alright, at the 30-yard line, not a bad start.
So the Clemson Tigers offense comes on the field first today. Here we go, Kirk. All the emotion.
I have no idea when or if we'll beat Georgia again anytime, anywhere in the near future. I should just be able to do a lot of passing, though, in all honesty. Alright, so I'm probably going to toss it out to Williams, maybe to Stellato.
Play action here on first down. And look, he's going to take a shot right away.
Easy peasy.
And he's got it down there inside the
Of course, I have the settings fairly easy, because I'm still not good at this game. But hey, that's a win. Well, it's not a win at all, because that's literally the first play of the game, and we still have a long way to go. We have 12 games to play in the regular season. I will probably sim the FCS teams, because there's literally no point of wasting anyone's time watching us play, like, Wofford or Furman or whoever the hell we played in those games.
And the PAT makes it 7-0.
Hey, sweet! So yeah, there's really... I'll probably just sim the FCS games because there's literally no point of showing them. no one cares about watching us play Wofford and Furman.
Tackle at the 13, not great field position to start the drive.
But yeah, so this computer, like I talked about before, is on its last legs, so if at any point the stream just randomly, like, dies for any amount of time, know that this time around it will be my computer and not YouTube. It will be my computer. Because it's almost out of time, sadly. But it was a good computer. It got me into streaming and everything, so it's a good thing. It got me through all of that, so I have no complaints there. I honestly can't believe this thing lasted as long as it did. Because it lasted, 7.5 years, which is a really long time for a laptop in the modern day. Usually they fail in, or aren't that good after a few years. ETN! The other ETN! I wish we had him on our team. That could have been useful these last couple years, as his brother was an amazing player at Clemson on the national championship team. Alright, run it back, run it back, run it back! Alright, we'll take that. Had a few matches on Bumble and Hinge lately. Match with one girl seemed pretty but unmatched right after you text her. Yeah, I think that sometimes they legitimately just go on there for street cred, or for the cred of, being liked by people and stuff, and just to show off their matches. Oh, I didn't see. Oh, crap. This is gonna hurt. It's coming back. It's coming back.
The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field.
Yep. Oh! No, it wasn't. Heck yeah, I will accept. Wait, I shouldn't have accepted that. That was dumb. I should not have accepted that penalty, because that actually put us back.
From the shotgun, drops back.
Nice catch, Williams. Perfect. Alright, we're just going to run it now. Other girl you match with just wanted to get to know you through text, you mean? Yeah, I can understand that. Oftentimes it's better to get to know the person on that just before you actually go out and meet them in the real world. You never know what kind of people you're going to run into these days. I've started to watch a few videos talking about a YouTuber called World of T-Shirts and how insane he is. And you don't want to match with someone like that. Alright, now that we have a healthy 14-point lead, we can burn the clock. See, this is actually fun. I liked the single-player stuff in this game, don't get me wrong. I actually, for as much as I despised the multiplayer, I really enjoyed the single-player. Getting to play as these teams and getting to change up the settings so you can win, every time is fun. It's actually fun.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
It makes me relive 2018, since there wasn't a college football 2018. It brings me back to the good old days of 2018, or 2016 for that matter. Good old days.
Down by that coverage team. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up.
But I've gotten a little bit better at doing things like reading defenses, because like I said, I was able to nearly win a few legitimately good online matches.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Defense makes the tackle.
I need to play one game at the end.
So Clemson has the lead here.
Once we get the platinum, I need to play one more game at the end, just against a maxed out opponent, and just see how badly it goes. That could be fun.
Crucial stage of the game as we begin the second quarter.
The second quarter has begun. Just watch a video on Daniel Larson. I've heard about some of his craziness.
To throw, it's back.
And that was terrible. Hey, no. Oh, I'm surprised we didn't get a targeting call there. That looked like it was kind of close to being a targeting.
And the quarterback looking to make a play through.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Nice play there by the sophomore.
But also, I just realized,
To be able to sit back and play zone,
to win the Heisman,
pressure on the quarterback with
I gotta
the
play
defensive
pretty damn well as Cade here. I need to throw a lot of touchdowns, probably. So I probably do need to get the ball back sooner rather than later, and actually throw a few touchdowns, especially early in the season with him, just to guarantee that we get the Heisman. Dang, couldn't bring him down. Girl does that to you, you know, she just wants free attention. Oh, okay, gotcha. I mean, I can understand at least getting to know someone a little bit through texting, just to make sure they're not a serial killer or something. Snap the ball, loser. Snap the ball, loser. Come on, Carson Beck. Snap the damn ball. He's trying to draw me off sides. He's trying to draw me off sides. Not today. And we're going to call a timeout, because I want to score a couple more touchdowns. Hey, TJ. Yeah, I need to score probably quite a few touchdowns as Cade.
3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically.
Just to kind of guarantee things.
Help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Ooh, I did not juke at all. That was so well done. That was so well done on my part. All right, let's do a couple of passes. Let's see if we can go ahead and throw another touchdown right here. Okay, I think I'll think about square or X, whichever one looks better. That really wasn't the better option, and I should not have thrown that. I saw that one coming, and I still did it. Okay, throw some sticks. X or circle. If I can try to get X open would be great.
Sometimes a little questionable, as we saw.
Oh, that was horrible. That should not have worked. That should not have worked in the slightest. Okay, we're going to do a check down play over to Maffa. He's triangle.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here.
Well, that was terrible.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chain...
Well, this is not going to help Cade's stats. If we have to sim out the Heisman Trophy one, we can do that later.
Affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
Fourth down, he's throwing for it.
Oh, wide open! And he's in! Let's go! Britting stool, let's go! Only option now is cold approaching. Just, people just don't tend to approach each other in public nowadays. And, like, my only issue with that is that these days it's like, sometimes the women are so cruel that they just, like, first they'll be complaining about how, oh, no one wants to approach me out here. And then 2 minutes later they'll be posting, ew, this guy was so creepy for approaching me. And it's really annoying. I see the posts of that on, like, Twitter and stuff all the time.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down.
All right, unless we can run back a interception here, get a pick 6 here, then we're going to be done for the first half against Georgia.
Looks like the offense can...
Oh, no, he just took a knee. Oh.
Talk about the second half.
What did he do?
And that will do
it
for the first half here.
That was weird.
Now has our halftime update.
Okay, that was weird.
Rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion.
That was really weird.
Surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver.
Antonio Williams.
A young man who, once he's finished,
have a lot of anxiety because don't want to end up on... Yeah, because it's like... They'll just randomly call you a creep just for trying to talk to them.
And I can't remember a college player with that kind.
It's not like how it used to be where it was the sort of traditional way of doing things.
To see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Okay. Second half. And you know what? At least they're not fumbling the ball every single play like they were when I had all the sliders in a bad spot. At least they're not fumbling the ball on literally every play like they were then.
Offense is back out on the field.
Allows us to be at least slightly interesting.
First play of the second half is a handoff. Fighting
Oh crap. No, you were not getting away, ETN. Bad ETN. That is a bad ETN. I nearly named my dog ETN. Then we figured out he was really slow and lazy. And that would not match with ETN. Having some success with the run game tonight. Gonna have to be a little bit more cautious about that. I can call you delusion victim for thinking that way. Unfortunately, it is the way it is. Hey, Cassie. Yeah, unfortunately, it is just kind of the way it is when trying to talk to people out here in the real world.
Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Dang, they're actually... Oh! Wait, that was a fumble. We didn't pick up the ball, though, so I'm not going to challenge it. Got your power back after 16 hours. Oh, why'd you lose power? It can't possibly be a snowstorm, right? It's almost May. Yeah, it can't possibly be a snowstorm, right? I hope not. For your sake.
Getting set. Here's second down.
Second down. They're having... Yeah, ETN is having a pretty decent day here. Boston College, Florida State. So this season was hilarious because Florida State just crashed and burned this season. And it was the funniest thing ever. Because they just completely crashed and burned. They went, what, 2-10 or something? Something insane like that, 2-10. Ironically, they were not one of our better games. We only beat them by about 20. Thunderstorm with high winds. Oh, okay. Alright. Cade, let's get you some statistics. X or circle if we can get it. X, circle, square.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end.
Yeah, I should have seen that coming. Okay. Yeah, Cade, you're not looking so good, are ya? We're not going to lose this game, but now I slightly worry about the stats you're going to have in this. As that looks bad on us. Well, the good thing is, if I somehow don't win the Heisman, we can still do it in like a speed run tactic as the last trophy if needed. But I really want to get it legitimately. Now, the main problem is that Clemson is not allowed to win the Heisman. It has never happened before, and it will never be allowed to happen. That's the problem, is that it will never be allowed to happen. Because Deshaun Watson got snubbed for it twice. Now, whatever you want to say about Deshaun Watson in the modern day, he still got snubbed for the Heisman twice. Especially in 2016. And then Trevor got snubbed for it twice. And even if Cade has a monster season this year, he's still going to get snubbed for it, because that's simply how things go with Clemson, unfortunately. News, make yourself as presentable as possible, great shape. Confidence is definitely a big part of it. Oh crap. Ooh, you ain't getting that. Not today. That play worked reasonably well. Wait's the issue, but also starting to think hair. I don't know, like, I think it just depends on who the girl is, unfortunately. The other parts of Ohio got it bad. Roofs being ripped off. Ooh, dang. Haven't had that happen too much around here, thankfully. Come on, I wouldn't have minded you coughing up the ball there. Alright, I'm calling a timeout, because I want to get the ball back and see what I can do. Oh, they're going to go for it, which makes sense.
And he'll set up to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone.
How did he get that open?
Down.
Dang. How did he get that open?
I think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back, but here we are under 2 minutes.
Okay.
And they continue to show.
Bravo, Georgia. I don't know how the hell he got that open, but okay.
Right back in it.
Couldn't play anything last night. Who knows? It's going to be... Well, when you start your lifeguard job, that's going to be a good thing because you're going to... I think lifeguards end up, like, having a lot of fun with one another from what I've seen over the years and heard over the years. So hopefully it's a good thing for you. Hopefully you get to meet some good people, get in good shape, because swimming's great for getting in shape. Well, thank you for that. I will happily take that ball. And now...
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Remember the last possession ended. See if they can do better here.
Option. Let's go for a read option. Why not?
Shifting around now.
And a super long week for you. Lots of work. Oh, so yeah. That was terrible. That was really dumb.
5 yards. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Okay, we're not doing that again. Adam 2.0. We got some things to say. Square or circle, most likely best.
Scanning the field. It's Klubnik.
What are you guys doing? You're not even... Where's my O-line? Oh, right. We didn't have an O-line this year. That's right. We didn't have that this year.
See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Use the running game to chew on this clock.
Oh, nope.
He stopped short of the mark.
On the timeout. Okay, then, Georgia. Let's start getting rid of cheat days. Certain amount of calories, consume about 3,500, maybe a little more sometimes. Okay, our field goal kicker wasn't that great this year. So, we're going to go passing play.
Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2.
R1 or circle are going to be my two best options.
Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary.
Wide open. Nicely done, Cade. Nicely done. Nicely done.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make
Threw 3 touchdown passes. That's good for the stats against the #1 team in the nation. That is fantastic for the stats for the Heisman voting.
This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Troy Stellato. I think we lost him. I don't think he went to the NFL. I think he just went to another team. Fucking transfer portal. But yeah, so Adam 2.0. Got a little bit of something I need to say here. Remember that little problem we were having recently with the AC not working? Remember that? Remember when I mentioned that our AC wasn't working? Yeah, so it turns out it hasn't been working for 6 months at this point. Now, the thing is that 6 months ago it was the winter. So it didn't matter because we didn't need air conditioning. We had heat, which was good, but we didn't have air conditioning. Oh, fumble! Aw, we didn't get the ball back. So yeah. It was fine during the winter, because obviously we didn't need it during the winter. What the heck did he just do? Oh, he spiked it. So, yeah, we did. Air conditioning has been out for over 6 months now. Ooh, get him! Sit down, Carson Beck. Well, they gotta go for it, so... M-S-O motherfucking N! Suck it! Because I can't say this in real life about this kind of a game because we'd lose badly. Well, we might not lose badly this year, though, if we play him this year. We should actually be good in 2025. We should be good in 2025. The problem is we have a really hard schedule. We have a way harder schedule in 25 than we did in 24. 24, we had mostly easier games. 25. We've got a really bad schedule. We've got exactly one scrub game this season. Exactly one game that could be considered easy. So we've got like Duke that's on the rise. Georgia Tech is on the rise. LSU is the season opener. That I think is in a neutral site, but I'm not sure. South Carolina at South Carolina, though, I think they're going to be down this year. Of all the so-called scrub teams we could get, we get Troy, which is not a good thing because they're not a scrub team, because they're actually pretty decent most years. Really, the only easy game we have this year is one of the random South Carolina schools. It's like either Furman or Wofford or Citadel, one of those teams. Because we're legally mandated by law that we have to play a team from South Carolina, like a low-level team from South Carolina. It's actually a law here. I'm not even joking. As dumb as that sounds. Don't get why you're having so much trouble finding two people for Ghost Recon. Been ghosted twice now. Welcome to my world of boosting certain games, unfortunately, Cassie. I've had that problem so many times. Just getting ghosted or people going and doing it on their own. Ooh, safety! That was a safety. Come on. That was a safety. It's fine. I'm not going to cry about it. But yeah, we have a really pretty brutal schedule this year compared to 2024. Yeah, we had Georgia last year, but that was really the only, like, really good team we faced in the regular season. And we lost to any other team that actually had a pulse.
You wonder how the season's going to get started, and they cannot be any happier. Now we'll just have to see how far they can ride this momentum as we go through the first half of the season.
Let's go, Cade. Okay, not a great completion percentage, but 3 touchdowns to 1 interception, 171 yards in 2-minute quarters. Not bad. Not a bad start. Got another player for super speed. Just need one more player to get the online trophies. Okay, solid. I think Penn State's facing Nevada, Ball State, and... Oh, Nevada, FIU, and Villanova. Okay, so yeah, you guys have got a little bit easier then. Ooh, you're going to the Penn State Northwestern game? Nice, nice. I'm sure I'll go to some of the games this season, depending on what time of day they are. Because we had a lot of, like, really badly timed games this past season. We had a lot of noon games, which are just not fun. That's the story. We already beat them. Next week. Okay, so if it is... Championship contender? A+, let's go. I have no idea what any of this means. I'm gonna sim the FCS teams because, again, I literally do not care about those and no one wants to watch those. So I'm gonna sim any FCS teams. Well, App State isn't really a bad team, but we're still gonna sim it because I'm not gonna actually save here. Just in case something goes horribly wrong. I think we'll be okay, but I am going to sim this because of all teams, it has to be App State. I ain't taking no risk with that. Absolutely not. It's been fluctuating again. Yeah, mine's gone up just a little bit. Okay, I'm assuming that means we won. Wait, what? Wait, what? Are you joking? They lost. Am I going to actually have to play App State because these guys lost? Oh my god. Yep, that's about what I expected in this. Oh, I'm sorry. That's actually hilarious. I'm not mad. I just have to laugh because that's hilarious. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Yep, they lost when I simmed the game. to App State. Oh my god, that's honestly hilarious. I can't help but laugh. Oh, that's fucking hilarious. We actually beat App State. We beat them bad this year. Okay, I assume that means we won. Okay, good. It counted as a win, thank God. Oh my god. I cannot believe we basically lost that the first time. Oh, that's hilarious. That's actually hilarious. Alright, we're up to 7th. I like that. Heisman Watch. What have we got on the Heisman Watch? We are not even on the list. Okay, so that means... Cade, you're gonna have to start doing something. I'm gonna go up to 226. Still below 230, that's good. Message out of the blue, someone wanting tips on how to do the Lego Pirates Platinum. That's random. But it does sometimes happen, so... Ooh, wait. Was NC State ranked this year? Wait, what? Was NC State ranked this past year? Mom and Dad, if you were watching, were they ranked when we played y'all? I don't think they were. I'm almost positive they weren't. Okay, you know what? Whatever. We'll play it. Let's go. Hey, Drez, finished Dead Rising Remaster and Kena Bridge of Spirits. Now working on Oblivion, Claire Obscure, and Doom. Nice, nice. Want to get it done by this Wednesday because he's going on holiday. Yeah, I know that feeling. My parents, they occasionally will watch parts of my streams. They never watch the whole things, obviously, but they will usually watch, like, parts of it. So, fun fact, my parents were actually at this game. They had my tickets for this game, because really, I haven't been to a game in a while, so... I do not like this computer not reading the charging cable. I feel like that's not a good thing. Well, I'm starting with the ball. Cool. Yeah, if at any point the thing randomly completely shuts off, it's because my computer is dying. It is literally almost dead. So, if it randomly goes off at some point, that is exactly why. And I will apologize, because there's a very real chance that will happen, which is why I'm really rushing to the idea of having a new computer sometime sooner rather than later. Like, hopefully next week. Triangle, square, circle all look good. Perfect. Perfect pass. Good 12-yard, 20-yard pickup. Solid. I didn't actually mean to select that play. Crap. That is not the play I meant to select, but you know what? Let's go, Maffa. Pick up 8 or 9 yards. We'll take it. We'll take it. I don't really want to do slants because it's not really going to get me very far.
That's a great job by the offense.
Oh, why did I do that? That was terrible. That was such a stupid read on my part. That was entirely on me. X, circle, maybe square.
You know him well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like the rivalries
going up top.
Yeah, that wasn't a good play either.
They were trying to move the scoreboard instead.
Well, we're not gonna punt it. That would be stupid. Something difficult because new release has bogged you down. Oh, gotcha.
They'll try to pick up the first. Drag down to the
My dad promised he would play this game with me next time he's here.
You know, you kind of get stuck in no man's land once you get across that 50-yard line where it might be a long field goal.
Because it's so much more of like selecting plays than it is actually really playing.
I like to go for it, personally. I like the aggressiveness. They go for it, and they get the big first.
Oh, that wasn't great.
And he
Damn.
intercepts it.
Well, that's not a good start.
They've got it inside the 20th to 19-yard line.
That is not a good start.
Statistically, this defense is not one of the
Yeah, Cade is not looking good so far this season.
Tracking the ball down, making a play.
I wonder if I'm going to have to sim that one trophy out, because Cade is not... He ain't making a very good case to win the Heisman. He is not making a good case to win it right now. Oh yeah, Death Valley is not an easy place to play, that's for sure. Ooh, get him! Sit down, boy.
And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dude.
South Park has been doing good. Mastermind has been a little hard so far. Yeah, it's got a few tough areas. There's definitely a few tougher missions.
Really good, but man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front.
Oh, Dexter Lawrence, Christian Wilkins, that was one hell of a team.
Those guys really set the tone.
And Venables is our defensive coach.
Success.
Good job, good stop.
Get a hand in there and force the incompletion. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place.
I don't think it shakes the stadium this much, but get him. There we go. Oh, that was not a good start on my part, but...
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create...
We also lost to App State when I tried to sim it, so I'm not sure I trust anything at this point.
They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
Sometimes
and we're going to give up a safety.
The punter just gets it out of there.
Almost killed the ref. They're ACC refs, so their lives do not matter, so that's okay.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale.
Just got past the second Randy fight. Oh, nice, nice. Arena and main story in Oblivion only took 7 hours. Okay, that's not too bad then. Alright, let's try to suck less.
First down to open this period. Back to throw, it's Klubnik.
And that's a TD. No, it's not. Almost. That was a good pass. That was a good pass.
He sets up this offense, first and goal from the 7.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play,
all right, let's go with this one.
Have to tackle the catch.
We need passing yards.
So dangerous after the fact, so it's okay for him to make catches.
Oh, wide open. And that was a late hit, but that is A-okay. We got it. We got you. We got you. Nice stop, or nice hit there.
In a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
I mean, even if we don't play great, apparently we're playing a top 25 team, a top 15 team. So that's not going to hurt us that bad.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey guys, let's take
the Morgan Freeman. Yeah, the Morgan Freeman fight's probably the hardest individual thing in the game, but it's after the main story, so you can drop the difficulty down to easy before doing it. You do not have to fight him on the hardest difficulty. You can fight him on the lowest. You can fight him on the easiest difficulty.
Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team.
Oh, that was not good.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin.
Ball.
It goes final. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers.
Yeah, we're in the second quarter of this game.
Nice,
this is only game 3, by the way.
Right back to the air.
Oh, there we go. That's a sack. Get him this sack.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game.
Get in the sack.
Some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now.
Alright, I really don't want to watch these replays every single time. Cade's only done really one thing so far today, and I need him to play better. Or else we're just going to have to sim that one specific trophy. And I didn't want to have to do that. I really wanted to get it legitimately. Oh, that's a hold. You're not going to call any of those holds? You ain't gonna call any of those holds, any of those blatant holds right there. You're not gonna call any of those ACC refs. Come on now. Look, I know you're ACC refs, and I know it's your job to fuck up everything you touch, but
He wants to throw.
come on now.
Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc.
I would have called a timeout if they hadn't.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Back to pass, it's McCall.
Get him.
And the defense gets loose.
Timeout. Let's see if I can get the ball back.
The defense going to
Need to get some healing items. Yeah, get as many healing items as possible before you fight him. Make sure you're fully stocked on all the different items. You're gonna need them. Because that is a long fight.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout by the defense here.
Hey, Mia, getting Oblivion Remastered on Saturday. Very, very nice. I will pick it up as soon as I have space for it on my hard drive, which I currently don't. But I will once I get done with college football here. All right. Oh, that was almost a late hit. That was very much almost a late hit. All right, let's see if we can get a touchdown before the end of the half.
In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practice this all week.
He knocked out.
That situation, you can go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And
Uncross.
taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
He's going for the
Wide open. Wide open. Let's go, Cade.
And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Let's go, Cade. You need water balls to make it there, anywhere you can buy them. I think you can just buy them from like vending machines and stuff. Can't you?
As a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that.
Get people wanted Oblivion.
Nice catch, touchdown.
And the extra
As close as possible to reload your save because a quest broke. Oh, that sucks. College football is this big? Oh, it definitely is in the South. Down here in the South, it absolutely is. Now, that was the minimal effort in a kick, and it still knocked him out. God, why does my computer not even want to read my charger, though? That's a serious problem.
Gonna run it. It's Waters. They bring him down, and he's gonna lose a yard on that one.
All right, just bring it to the end. Yep, there we go. Storage-wise, it's like 30 or 40 gigs, I think. PowerPix video has the best guide to take with you. I don't know. I remember I used like maybe Jimmy, Wendy, and Stan or something.
This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturday,
yeah, Oblivion's 120 gigs, so I also need to get rid of other things as well. I have like 40 gigs free right now.
And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top.
Oh, this is funny. So I just clicked on the thing for my battery. It says, service recommended. Yeah, no shit, it needs service. It's also only going to be relevant for another week.
Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway.
Because I've had to leave this thing plugged in now for the last, like, couple of months, or else it will just completely stop. Alright, let's see if we can get the ball real quick here. Let's see if we can shut this one down. Sure, still got a long way to story to go. Okay, gotcha.
You ain't lying, because you only...
Ooh, that's a fumble. Safety! We'd like a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field, they got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Yeah, it's like it randomly just loses connection to my charger. It's like out of nowhere. It makes no sense. It's that old.
Giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them.
It's quite unfortunate that it's that old. But I mean, again, it lasted a lot longer than I would have expected. All right, Cade, let's put some more points on the board here. Let's put a few more points on the board here.
He'll start this drive firing.
Why did I go for that? I'm a dumbass. That was... I literally saw him there, and I still went for that. Not the best at reading defense. Charger Porter Charger's going. It ain't the Charger. Charger's fine. It's just the computer itself, like, is on the absolute struggle. Why? I know who I should have passed that to, and I passed it to the wrong person. Yeah, Cade ain't winning no Heisman at this rate.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
Oh, wait, that'll work. Yeah, it's not the Charger port, it's just the fact that this computer, like, barely works anymore.
A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw,
because it's a new Charger, so it's not the Charger.
With anticipation, you've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity.
And it only really struggles like this when I'm, you know, streaming or something. So again, it's just the fact that the technology is ancient at this point.
Looking to pass inside the
But
zone.
It doesn't matter. I'll have it. I'll have a new computer by the end of next week. So it won't matter for long. It won't matter for long. I'll have a new one by end of next week, finally upgrading. Probably a few growing pains with that as well, as I learn how to use something that isn't a Mac for the first time in 20 years, 10 years, 10 years, 15 years. I don't know what the exact number is.
The AT unit on the field.
C-L-E-M-S-O motherfucking N.
Push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score.
That was a good play series from Cade.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position.
Ooh, not today. Not today.
Get the offense started on the next drive.
Love how watching streams on your laptop makes it buffer.
All right, guys, so here's the offense.
It doesn't usually do that with mine, unless I have, like, that's usually an internet thing.
Giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So
Did he just say that was ungood?
Get into a rhythm.
Who